Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another pre-market watch list today. So, definitely should be a pretty good day. A lot of stuff to watch. A lot of stuff, guys. We got Twitter's earnings, eBay's earnings, PayPal's earnings, Tesla's earnings, more earnings, and other company earnings. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff moving. So Tesla had a surprise profit. Revenue kind of thing beat. So their stock squeezes up 40 points. PayPal did pretty well. They squeezed up 10-something points. Twitter dropped $10. So there's a lot of movement all over the place. So we should have a pretty active day. Again, probably don't expect too much volatility or too much movement in the penny stock market because, again, we're in the earnings report season, so you usually don't see that much activity. And as you can see, the past couple of days, penny stocks have really been pretty much dead. People are going to argue, oh, what about CETX? Yeah, CETX was a dud, wasn't really good. We haven't really had actually any good penny stocks over the past couple of days, maybe even last week. And that's partially due to the fact that we're kind of in this earnings season report time right now. Okay. Rain, thank you. So let's get into it. So first one here, definitely recommend people watching, not necessarily to even trade it, but just to watch it because it's fucking crazy. Tesla, look, it just shot up like 40 points or something like that from 253. 253 to 308 was more than 50 points, right? You're doing a far more than, you're doing a little more than 40. So anyways, this is pretty wild. Now, this is actually, typically, I'm still going to say it, ultimately, I'd be more like short bias on this today, just because if I woke up and I held Tesla for a long time and I was up 50, 60 points, I'd probably sell some today too. But on the side note, the really number one question that's always been raised about Tesla is you have this company creating cars. They've been around for however long, yet they've never turned a profit. Yet they cannot turn profit. How can you be a company if you can't turn a profit, Next thing you know, they finally turn a profit, and this is what happens to their stock. So that was always really one of the biggest argumentative or debatable points on Tesla was, can they turn a profit? And that was really the cornerstone of the bearish trader, building. That was it. Like, that was the bear trader's cornerstone. They can't turn a profit, I'll short it. Can't turn a profit, I'll short it. Right? And now that they're turning a profit, what do the shorts or the bears have to go off of now, right? Well, now they've turned a profit. Okay, so maybe their cars still catch on fire from time to time, but, it's not something that can't be fixed. So it definitely appears they're going in the right direction. So though I want to be short bias, it's like, do you really bet to the downside against Tesla on the report in which they finally turn a profit? And that's been the big argumentative standpoint for pretty much any bear, even myself. So that's the question. So ultimately, I think I'd be more of a bear on it today, but I just don't see it really ripping too much more than $308. If it does, great, but I don't think we're going to see Tesla over the pre-market high. If we do, fantastic. I'll trade it, but kind of one of those things where I think I'll probably end up just watching it today. Zayed, not really, because they're so confusing. Nobody's ever really going to get it. I could, but if you want anything, if you just send me like a message, or you can even send me an email, and then I can just send you my scans. That way you just get them, right? Then you don't have to build them, and then you can go and look into all the criteria if you like to. It's all there. But that's normally what I do rather than making videos about it. I just send them to people so they can just download them. Okay. So next one on the list we can take a look at is PayPal. We'll just kind of hover over this quick. So PayPal reports earnings, does pretty much the same thing as Tesla, has a really big move. Granted, I'm not really crazy about being long on it. Not that it can't be a long play. We had a strong bounce back up into all this downtrending resistance. So again, it's another one that's already really made a big move, and it's hard for me to see that it's really going to move much more than 106. It might, but based on the action we have here pre-market, I don't see it as a great long stock over 106. It would have to form some type of pattern intraday when the market opens for me to really want to be long on it. So for now, PayPal is on watch, but kind of just on standby. Okay. And that's really just it. I mean, you look, it goes from 94 to 106, and then you take a look back here and you're going to see, okay, well, we're kind of at this resistance top, and then we also have another top pre-market we're going to have to fight. So we already made a significant move right into resistance. Okay, let me go back over to, we got Twitter. So Twitter started bouncing this morning a little bit. Let's see what it's doing now. So yeah, Twitter started bouncing a bit earlier in the morning. If you look at, let's do like a 3-year, that won't show it. Let's see, wait, but it's at 31, 31, 31, 31. I mean, yeah, maybe the daily chart can show it. Yeah. So yeah, if you look at 31, I mean, we're starting to get into the 30s, which is kind of this previous dip level right around here. So we're kind of entering into support. So for right now, I would ultimately be short bias on Twitter, then long bias, okay? So with the way it's moving, I mean, it's still trending down. And it's kind of rejecting this trend from this top, that top, and so on. So as long as it respects that trend down and then presses all the way down back to the pre-market low, I would probably be short bias right around that moment. But until then, so yeah, I would be short bias for now, kind of looking for a breakdown below pre-market lows. But if you can't break pre-market lows, then of course you'll probably get a squeeze and it turns into somewhat of a long. So for now, I'd be remaining short bias on Twitter from their earnings. All right, APOP is disgusting. I won't trade that. Yeah, APOP is really gross. Next, what was I going to say? So yeah, we had Microsoft today too, or maybe it was after hours yesterday. So Microsoft reported earnings, still trending very nicely. This is, let's see what the 4-hour chart looks like. Yeah, not really much change, still just kind of hanging out in the 142s. So right now, Microsoft's in consolidation mode, so it's really just kind of a back and forth. So I probably wouldn't really mess with it until it's up and over previous highs into new highs. So yeah, for me, Microsoft is pretty much on standby. Now, there is something I'm watching today, and that's 6 from yesterday, 6 Flags. So 6 dropped out on their earnings day. Kind of faded a little bit, but I figured this is probably worth watching again today, see if some of that momentum from yesterday continues over into today and actually turns into a short. So pretty much straightforward. I was going to watch 6 Flags for a short play today, see if it kind of breaks down this yesterday's low point and continues fading down, as if you look at the daily chart, it's into a new 52-week low. Yesterday was the earnings report, and today I'd want to see if they have some type of continuation down off of yesterday's play. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm watching today. And then, of course, I always watch Netflix. So yeah, I still have a couple monitors for sale. I don't know if you messaged me on Discord. I'm still going through some of the messages on Discord. Haven't yet gone to the messages on Facebook, but it's pretty much first come, first serve to whomever sends me the money first on PayPal. So again, I'm waiting on, I've just been sending messages, replying to people that want them, and pretty much the first couple people to send me their money on PayPal will get the monitors. Those who send their money late are just going to get refunds, or if they don't send it at all. So yeah, just kind of first come, first serve. So I'm going through the messages still right now. I should be through all of them probably by, today, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 or so. Give me a second here. Also, in the chat right now, Halloween 2019. In the chat, I'm sending out the coupon code for our website. This is what I mentioned I was going to be sending out the other day. Didn't get to it, but I'm sending out today. So it's Halloween 2019. Halloween 2019. This is the coupon code that's active on our site right now. And you'll get 35% off anything that you sign up for or purchase on our website for those of you that have been kind of hanging around on the fence that haven't quite joined us in our private groups or premium rooms. That coupon code is for you. So feel free, use it, share it with a friend, but use it at checkout. So pretty much go through the whole process, and then when you get to the end and you're about to pay, that's where it'll say enter coupon code. Okay. Marcusa, any penny stocks to watch? Nope, no penny stocks to watch. I'm sure though, if you go and look at somebody else, maybe there's another person streaming on YouTube, they'll probably have some penny stocks for you to watch or maybe keep an eye on. But I recommend, so if you want to, I mean, you can go watch them, but I wouldn't recommend it because they're going to be recommending penny stocks that aren't worth trading. That's generally what I come to find. So I try to do things a little differently, only give you guys A+ penny stocks to watch. So for me today, there are no penny stocks that seem remotely good to really focus a lot of energy on. But I also mentioned this a couple days ago that this was going to happen, that there shouldn't be any penny stocks to watch because we're moving into an earnings season. And when you do that, the penny stock market's slow. So if you're kind of aiming at a different YouTube channel and they're not mentioning that the penny stock should slow down because the earnings season is kind of upon us, maybe find somebody else to watch. But that's what pretty much anybody, any YouTube stream this morning that has a watch list going on, they should be saying that penny stocks are going to be slow. We're in the earnings season. If they're not saying it, I don't know why. They might need to study a bit more, but that's what's going on. So there's a few things moving. You have like APOP, but that one's garbage. I mean, like there was like a move on BNGO the other day, but that was garbage. CETX moved yesterday, but that was garbage. So again, like if we look at CETX yesterday, let me pull up CETX. We watched this. We were looking at this in our room. Like we literally had this on the screen in our premium room. People were asking questions like, should we trade it? Should we? And I was like, no, you should not trade this. You should stay away from that. Right? Like, sure, you can make money on this some bit, but why? Why would you even try to make money on this garbage? There's no point. It's terrible. Okay, this is not a good penny stock to trade. It had a decent move, but not really. From the absolute low from open at 170 to the high of this move was 208. So that was like a 38-cent move. That's it. That's hardly anything. Okay. And even still, it was pretty choppy. And then you had kind of this like little mini flag. Hold on. You have this like little mini flag here. And even that, I mean, that was tiny. I mean, what? You're getting from 2 to 216, a 17-cent move, maybe. And then look at your breakout here that pretty much just fails instantly. Breaks out, comes right up, comes back down, and then it breaks down in the day. I could see that coming from a mile away, and that's why I didn't trade it. I will say this, CETX is very normal for doing this. Whenever you see a stock that looks like this, you just stay away from it. And when I say a stock like this, what do I mean? Okay, look at the wicks. Wick, 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 wick. There's wicks everywhere. It's very false. It's not moving good, right? What I mean by that is, look at it try to break here, it doesn't, then it comes down. Look at it try to break there, it doesn't, then it comes down. Then it has these really odd wicks, and then it breaks up, and then it comes right back down, right? And then it kind of rolls over, and then it goes up, and then it's like, there is no clean formation, and it's very fakey, and those are the stocks that you want to avoid, right? So, yeah. Anyways, like that's just garbage. You don't want to trade that. What do you want to trade? You want to trade a stock like BIMI. You want to trade a stock like WWR. You want to trade a stock like SES. That's so let's go look at those, right? So now let's take a look what we're referring to. BIMI. Let's go over the past couple days. Well, it has to be at least 10. Like that. That's something you want to trade. That's a penny stock you want to trade. Okay. WWR didn't have a move, and it didn't have a move during the day, but had a move pre-market. If this was during the day, that's something you want to trade. Goes from 3 to 9. Okay. Let's go look at SES. What about this one? Like, oh, This one goes from $1.70 to 26. That is a penny stock you want to trade. Let me show you something you don't. CETX. That is not something you want to trade. So learn to differentiate between what is worth and not worth trading. What is questionable and not so questionable. And that's what I mean. That is exactly what I mean about penny stocks. There is something you want to trade and something you don't want to trade. Okay? If you try to trade them all, you'll force yourself into trading these shitty stocks, these shitty penny stocks that shouldn't be traded. Not that you shouldn't trade penny stocks. There are some that you should and shouldn't trade, and that was one of them yesterday. Okay? Yeah, 35% off everything. You're correct. APOP is flagging. APOP is garbage. Pre-market, yeah, Tesla rocked pre-market, absolutely right. What do you think of the relation between VIX index and how the day of the market is going? Yeah, so the VIX is the implied volatility for the market. If the market's going to be going down, usually the implied volatility is going to increase. Thus, the market's going to be more volatile. Netflix is going to move bigger. Tesla's going to move bigger. Facebook's going to move bigger. Penny stocks won't be affected. TVX is going to move crazy. Any sort of inverse related volatility ETF is going to have a good day if the market's going down. So yeah, I mean, I watch it. I pay attention to it all the time. There's a lot to know about that. Good morning, sir. Any thoughts on 3M and PayPal? PayPal had earnings. 3M went down, both to be watched. PayPal, I'm not really crazy about. I mean, I want to watch it, but it's already made a big move pre-market. The likelihood that it makes really another big move once the market opens probably not going to happen. So yeah. I don't really, if that helps you much, but I'm really not probably crazy about trading PayPal or 3M, just on watch for me right now. If a crazy move starts to occur, then I will. There was some opportunities on CETX, but why? I made money. I mean, yeah, of course, you can always make money somewhere, but the question is, do I really want to trade something? Do I really want to trade something if it's not worth trading? That's what I'm getting at, is the opportunity there is so much slimmer and not good that you shouldn't. You should just avoid it altogether. What do I think of NIO stock? Garbage. Would not mess with it for right now, at least. What about penny stocks from yesterday? TTS and NNDM. TTS. This is probably a no-go. So this wasn't terrible. I mean, yeah, this actually had a relatively good day. Only issue is a lot of people probably didn't find it. I think it did hit our scanners. I just didn't pay attention to it. But like this, right? It has no pre-market activity, which is fine. But this is not going to allow a lot of people to find it unless you have high-a-day scanners like we do. And then even still, I didn't trade this. But yeah, this had a relatively decent day. It never had really any sort of great formation. All it was just a trending move. So you never had an easy formation to trade. You pretty much just had to buy dips and hope they kept going at that point. So good one, but never had any formation. This is actually something you might, just kind of bouncing in a gap fill. So yeah, you could watch this for maybe a little bit of continuation today, a little bit. And then you said NMDM. I did look at that. Didn't think it had a good day. What is it? NMDM. I mean, yeah, this is garbage too. I mean, that's not good at all, right? Just fades out. Unless you're short bias, it's great, but yeah. So, yep, same thing. Yeah, some people focus specifically on penny stocks. Absolutely. And that's fine. Do whatever you're most comfortable with, but you definitely take away from your opportunity when you do so. Netflix, I'm considering pretty much. I don't even have to be biased on Netflix at all, ever, any day. I usually can trade Netflix with my eyes closed. Not really, but I pretty much can trade Netflix whether it goes up, goes down. I don't even have to build an analysis or think anything on Netflix. I could just open it up any single day and start watching, and then probably trade it and make money. So for me today, I can see both a long and a short play. It's kind of in more of like a bouncing consolidation phase right now. So I want to be more on the long side because we came off a down move. We kind of bounced yesterday. So I'm more on the long play today. I don't think it's going to be some monstrous great long play, but I do think there's going to be some long movement, more so than bearish, unless, of course, the market gets smoked or something, and then Netflix would probably get taken. PDT rule applies to you. How would you trade more than 3 securities in 5 days? You wouldn't. By joining me, I cannot I can't change the law for anybody. Whether or not you are or are not with us, that is the law, and you're just going to have to follow the law. Or you have 2 options. You could open up an account with TradeNet. You can open up an account with, why can't I think of the name? Oh my goodness. Clearly a brain fart here. Anyways, I forgot the other name of the company. So there's really 3 ways. So you either open up an account with TradeNet or this other broker that I can't think of the name of right now. I'm sure somebody else knows it down in the Bahamas. Or you get into options trading and you pretty much just trade a strategy that allows you to avoid the pattern day trading rule. That is something that our team admin, Brandon, can teach, and he is a part of our elites trading group. I don't do that sort of trading strategy, but he knows it very well. But anyways, can help people get around the pattern day trading rule and can pretty much just trade all throughout the week, through options, or you can do a cash account. So there's a couple ways, but no, you can't just magically get around the law. You have to kind of build your way around it, essentially. Thoughts on BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond, already broke out a couple days ago. You're kind of late to the move on that. BYND is down at about 100, pretty much on standby. I mean, I may or may not trade some lotto puts for the earnings report. We already traded some puts, well, just one. A couple weeks ago, did pretty well. I think I made close to 100% return on it. Someone in our room made about a 400% return on the BYND put. But for now, I think we're just kind of on standby, and really just kind of going. It's really all about the earnings at this point. So it's like if they have a terrible earnings report, it's going to crash, and then their IPO lockup date is going to be the day after earnings, and then it'll continue to sell off because the insiders are going to start selling shares onto it, or at least they'll try to squeeze the stock back up to get a higher price. That I could see. I could see a manipulative squeeze on BYND on earnings to get the share price higher before the IPO lockup expiration date so that the insiders can sell on a higher price tag. Could see that happening too. So for on BYND, we're pretty much just standby right now, if not just ultimately long-term bearish. Thoughts on Hexo? I know it's a marijuana stock. They're supposed to report earnings a day. I didn't really see much because they didn't report by the time I was looking at it. No volume. I'd leave it alone. What about Roku? Roku is still in really its consolidational phase. It's been consolidating for a couple days now, so give it maybe today, tomorrow, but we should be coming to some sort of resolution on Roku where it either snaps down or breaks back up. So you are coming into a moment where Roku should start to see some volatility picking up because it's been going through multiple days of consolidation. But as for right now, kind of still on standby because it's in consolidation. On average, how many stocks do you keep your eye on each day or each week? I mean, throughout the day, I might have, I'll probably look at, 30, 40 different stocks throughout the day. But I always kind of know where Roku's at, Apple's at, Facebook's at, NVIDIA, MU, AMD. Pretty much know all those ones, Caterpillar, Tesla. And then whatever penny stocks are moving throughout the day, and then whatever earnings plays are coming up, CGC, Cron, just a couple of the marijuana stocks. So I definitely have like a main list of probably like 30, like 20, 25 stocks, and then that'll get shifted around throughout the day or throughout the week, depending on if we're in earnings season or if penny stocks are actually moving. So generally it's going to stay in between like 20 stocks, probably. Why you finally received the notification of the video at this time? Because YouTube sucks at doing their job. Do you think Netflix is easier to trade than Roku? Yes, I do myself think Netflix is easier to trade than Roku. Then again, that might just be me and might not be for you, but I do feel that way. Are you bearish on BYNT? Ultimately, long-term bearish? Yes. Sure Trader, that's the one I was thinking about. Yes, Sure Trader. First trade, you can, but it has to be cash or open accounts different. Yep, you can do that. All right, guys, I got to run. I apologize. I don't have more time to stay on. I know I kind of want to do a weekend thing, but then again, I live on a lake, so it's hard for me to want to work in the summer on the weekend. But in the winter, when it's cold and there's nothing to do around the lake, maybe we'll do kind of like a little weekend stream, watch list too as well. That might be fun. Something I change. Who knows? I might do it. I might not. But Halloween 2019, that's a coupon code, 35% off entire site on our website. Our website is linked in the description below. That coupon code will be good until the end of the month, so you got some time to use it. I'll post it every single day here as we have a stream. Other than that, guys, everybody take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another stream.